Yo, yo, Tony D back. Batman, Dark Patterns, number 4. Got Waters writing, Sherman on the art. I'm so glad I started buying this and reading it. This is my go-to right now. This is the top. I am completely enjoying this one. The writing, the art, the coloring, everything is hitting it, man. I'm hooked. A lot of these series, I thought maybe this was going to be like I've spent so much money on these little mini series, and a lot of them just weren't delivering for a while, and I almost just skipped this because of that. But I'm glad I got on it, and you're going to see why. So this is the second story arc, The Voice of the Tower, and I love the way Sherman does buildings. It's fantastic, tremendous, and he's also the cape of Batman. I'm really digging this curl action he gets at the bottom of the cape. It's really good. I mean, you open up with here it is. This is what Sherman's doing. The movement of the lines, like you have this is pulling up, this is pulling down. It's really good composition. And then just adding those panels, the colors, just adds to it. So you have this new character, I'm going to call it Sarika. It's probably going to be an ongoing character, and he's the mortician. That's interesting. He seems like a weirdo, but I think Batman's starting to trust him. But they have this body that was thrown out of this building, and there's a hostage. And keep in mind, this is Batman's third year being Batman, and he's working with Gordon. And here you go with the composition. Like he's been doing this. Like this whole this is unique to me. Like this curve of the paneling, and then a circle. I don't think I've seen that with paneling that dramatic or different. I love it. Different's good. And then you have him like listening, and then I totally got lost in this door with the writing, even around, and I'm reading it looking for clues, what's going on. And I think there's some of that here. The boss says, and it's interesting. And then here's the curl action I'm talking about. Totally dig that. It gives it like an older vibe. And even the bat insignia, that's different too. It's not really an oval, it's a circle. That's a little detail, but come on. It's all good. And then boom. This is what I'm talking about, what he's doing with the panels. It is just tremendous. Like your eye is just all over the place. And you're going to find out this actually is giving you a layout of this building. There's something mystical about it, or how it's built. There's a real mystical thing going here, a horror vibe. But we find out Batman, he's going through and he thinks he has a beat. You know how Batman is. He's the ultimate ninja, so he hears the bad guys talking. So he's like, all right, I'm going to scare him. He turns the corner. Where is she? We find out this building, there's something about it where the voices, you can't get a beat on things. And now Sherman is just the paneling. I mean, look, boom. And this is more than just turning a comic like that. This is a step above. I love it. And these guys are giving you the layout of this building. It's different in some way. And then you have somebody peeking through the door. This really creeped me out, talking about the architecture. And this is the horror element. Like, really, look at that face. And they're telling Batman about how the building, how it's different, that that you're not going to get a beat on people's voices. And even this face as it gets closer, I feel like this is like an entity. Like you get a feel that this is like a ghost, maybe. And it's talking about how it wasn't right that they took a cop. And it's like maybe this building is thinking it's not right. But this just isn't a person. It has a real horror, like a ghost vibe. And then you see, the bad guys, they have the hostage tied up, a marionette. There are, and it's like the conversation that this guy has with this lady. It's almost like he's not really hearing what she says. He's like, "You calling me crazy?" And she never says that. So it's like, even in a room, there's like stuff going on. Oh, and there's your, if you know, you know. I love the way the dude talks. Like the get. I'm not happy one get. But yeah, everybody knows that dude. So Batman, this is the detective part. And I love the detective stuff where he's calling the coroner and he's trying to get more information on the body so he can get a beat on maybe where they're at. He's using his detective skills to find maybe where they're at. So he gets a clue, and then he runs into Scarface. This was interesting to me. He throws 2 batarangs, one for the dummy and one for the guy. I love this shot with the eye. He finds out it's not Wesker. And this was real powerful. I mean, he's still playing with the panels. I love the composition. Eye pops out. That kind of adds to the horror vibe a little bit. Then he starts questioning him. And then you're getting more spooky stuff. It's everyone in the building is arming up, putting on or this guy's putting on a mask. Is this a clue? A4? I love little things like that where you think about it. So the whole building is starting to lash out. Everyone in the building throwing furniture out. Starting to shoot at the police. Obviously, it's Scarface talking. Calls him Gat Man. So here you go. This is unique with this villain Scarface. Like the building is. They even, okay, so I just noticed this. Pushing the couch out is like a cigar. So now like the whole building is Scarface. That is interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Surely there's somebody in there. They're doing that. But this issue really, man, the detective work. Oh, here's the last page. It's, boom. The whole building. Scarface's tower. You have to get on this. You just have to. Dark Patterns and it's the sleeper hit for me. It gets to E. Gerber. Sometimes when you start getting sick of these little series, one just surprises you. And this was one of them. Push and press. You know how we do. I'm going to keep reading it, man. As long as Sherman and Hayden are on it, this book's going to be good. Keep searching out there. Keep digging and searching. Sometimes you just got to take a chance, and you can fall into something fantastic, and this is definitely one. So get it.